Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the salubrious environs of the Pune Club grounds. Day 2, Puneet Balan Club Cricket League. Balan Super Kings fielding. All-Stars batting.
ठीक
Ronak Dholi Patil facing Aklak Poonawalla. And played away to the mid-wicket fence for a boundary. The ball eludes the chasing Pawan Kataria there. Ronak Dholi Patil starting with a boundary there. Aklak pitching short and then the ball bouncing off to his legs. Wonderfully flicked away for a boundary. So boundary to start the scoring with for Parmar All-Stars, who had a winning start to the tournament yesterday. And the fortunes of Balan Super Kings were exactly opposite, but this is a round-robin league. Sancheti Hospital, a physiotherapy sponsors, and the ambulance sponsored by Dhole Patil Education Society, DPES. Aklak to Ronak. And driven away, but straight into the hands of backward point. Yes, the whole idea is that the opening bowlers have to get their line and length right. That is the trick here. Yesterday in both the matches, we did see that. And this time it's a full toss, but beautifully fielded by Ameya there at covers. Straight to him, the bat strategy. So a balanced field setting. And that's wonderfully pulled away off his legs. The square leg umpire had to duck and a boundary. Once again drifting to the leg side. And Ronak Dholi Patil capitalizing on it. The second boundary in the first over. Rajesh sir, yeah. So Mr. Rajesh Bansode is joining his team now in the field. He played a pivotal role in his team's batting yesterday. But today is another day. Our second match will be between Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars and Vikram Kakade's VK Tigers. So the teams that are Parmar All-Stars, they won against VK Tigers, and Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars, they won the tournament. There are 4 teams. First 3 days is round-robin league. So the league matches don't have points because the 4 teams will be playing semi-finals, and that is when things will come to a knockout stage. Those are the matches where the results matter. So the first 3 days is for the teams to get their combination right, their players right, for the players to get into the groove, to get their act going. And of course, the teams can try out different players at different positions, different conditions. So today, the regular keeper for Balan Super Kings, Sam, is not here, Sam Sayyed. He is unable due to emergency. However, we hope and pray that all is well with him. So Aryaman Pillai has joined the ranks today, and he has bolstered his team's chances. He was not available yesterday. He is keeping the wickets. So now Saurabh Singh, who did a good job with the ball. So did their captain owner Puneet Balan. So today he is not here. He will probably join us tomorrow. Saurabh. Now Sahil Kavde. This is, okay, the bat, there's an issue with Sahil Kavde's bat. I think something with the thread or the handle. And two things we'd like to bring your attention to is that the boundaries are longer, the field is wider and bigger than it normally is. The boundaries bigger than even some of the international venues in India. The reason is that it should become trying and testing, so it's not very easy for batsmen to lift the ball over the fence. We did not have many sixers yesterday, and quite a few players were caught on the boundary, around the boundary yesterday. That is one thing that the teams have to take into notice, that the outfield is much wider and bigger. So they have to plan their lofted hits accordingly. The fielding team has to place their fielders accordingly. Saurabh Singh to Sahil Kavde, first ball, second over. Shortish ball, wonderfully played off the back foot, into the covers, a gap there. And that's a boundary, a cracking boundary by Sahil Kavde. Shortish ball, bouncing outside off, immediately rocking on his back foot and wonderfully playing a lofted drive through covers. There was no fielder there. So three glorious boundaries for so that was followed by a dot ball. That's a good comeback by Saurabh Singh. Off the back foot, punched away, straight to mid-on. So today Sahil is started from the word go, is connecting very well. Both the bats are wonderful, wonderful willows. They are making wonderful, delightful sound. The mid-on is very, very fine. And that's a lofted shot straight over the bowler. And the umpire straight as an arrow. A boundary. Pitching up Saurabh Singh there. This time short and wide outside off, but we have the sweeper cover there. So just a single. Well, end of 2 overs. It is 17 for no loss. A very healthy and solid start for Parmar All-Stars. They would surely be looking to continue their winning streak yesterday. They had a comfortable victory yesterday versus VK Tigers. So Aklak continues from the Pune club end, and Sahil Kavde will be facing him. And this one beaten outside off, flashing at a wide delivery. Well collected by Aryaman. Samir Master, who's the keeper of Balan Super Kings, is here, so he'll very soon he'll join the field and he'll take over the wicket-keeping duties. And this one is pitched up, played wide of mid-off. Sushant Khosla, who's leading the team today, he fields there. And a chance for the batsman to cross over for a single. Yeah, and the second thing we'd like to bring to your attention is that the ball this time we are using, they are not your regular SG balls. They are ODI, international ODI grade quality balls, which we've directly got from Ludhiana. So, and flashing outside off stump. Lucky not to get an edge there. So good comeback by the bowler beating the batsman. So as we were saying, this ball has a pronounced seam. It has a more distinct seam. That seam stands up. And every once in a while, if you see the bowler perfectly hitting the pitch with the seam up, the ball does do a few funny things and it bounces more than usual. And you look at that. That is what we were talking about. It's a wide outside off stump, shortish, bouncing. Rather unexpected bounce. I think we've changed. We'll be alternating with the wickets there. Today the wicket is the fresh one. Yesterday the one next to the umpire on the left of the stump umpire was used. Of course, the bowler not happy with the wide call, but it's ultimately the umpire's decision. Thus, it's a wide ball, an extra run, an extra ball to be bowled. And converts it to full toss. And I think that's a six. That is a huge six. Well, just ball, a full toss ball aimed at the legs of the batsman, and he reached out to it and just played through the line the dipping ball on his legs for a huge sixer. A huge six over long on, and that's the first six of the match by Ronak Dhole Patil. He is blazing away. And this time a good delivery, short but going straight into the batsman's abdomen to say no room for a shot to be played. A good comeback, a dot ball. Always a good sight for the bowler and the fielding team after conceding a six, we must say. And there is Akhlaq bowling to Ronak Dhole Patil. And again a wide full toss. Full toss. Fabulous! Fabulous! Dangerous lofted drive, though it just bounced short of Ameya Kulkarni there at covers. Well, it could have been caught as well, but wasn't. Once again, delightful cover drive. This time absolutely kissing the tar carpet ever since it left the bat. A perfect carpet cover drive ending with the boundary. A very, very productive over for the Parmar All-Stars, and the score is it's already 35 for no loss in just 3 overs. A very, 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 very aggressive start for Parmar All-Stars. Start of the fourth over from the Council Hall end of the Balan Super Kings bowling. And that went down the leg side, and that's wide. So that's Viral now coming into the attack. He's replaced Saurabh Singh. But starting with the wide down the leg side. Good dot ball to come back. Wonderfully turned away towards mid-wicket. And a good chase by the fielders there. As I told you, it's a very, very wide outfield. Long outfields. The boundary ropes are very, very far away. So nicely retrieved there by long on and mid-wicket, both chasing after it. But all the same, 2 runs for Ronak there, adding to their total. And the All-Stars openers in no trouble whatsoever. They're completely in command right now. And played off his legs towards square leg for a single. Sahil on strike now. Fabulous shot. Fabulous lofted drive by Sahil Kavade there. The ball was pitched full towards the legs and beautifully lofted between long on and mid-wicket for a fabulous boundary. End of the fourth over. The score is 46 for no loss. They are completely blazing away. They're scoring at a blistering pace. And I'm sure now Captain Sushant Khosla will some or the other way try to put brakes on the scoring now. Just check the free flow of runs. So 4 overs, 46. That's more than 11 runs per over is a healthy average. And well, now they have a change in bowling. Saurabh Singh is now coming from the Pune club end. He had bowled 1 over from the Council Hall end, and I'm sure it's a good way just get the batsman bowler from a different bowling end. And it does really work wonders at times. 46 for no loss after 4 overs. So there is a third man on the third man boundary. Then we have a fielder on the point boundary who's working as a sweeper there. Otherwise, the rest of the entire field is inside the circle. Remember, we have one of the rules of the tournament is that a batsman who scores 50 That is in the round robin stage. He has to come back to the pavilion so that other batsmen get a chance, and he can go back after 5 wickets have been down for his team. And that's a good delivery. A nice delivery. It's a wide all the same, but it was a nice and nippy delivery, but outside off. So rightly a wide called by the umpire. Another boundary, fabulous boundary just behind square leg. So the runs continue to flow unabated and scoring at free will there. Ronak Dhole Patil has just taken off from where he left off in the last over. Well, this time wonderfully just flicking it off his legs. On the leg side. Between square leg and mid wicket. So, well, they have already crossed 50. They are at 55 now. Parmar All Stars. And it's just the 5th over. And this time, reaching out and playing a lofted sweep shot behind a square leg. And all that Rajesh Bansore can do is just lazily go and fetch it from across the fence. Ronak Dhole Patil is blazing away on an individual score of 37. Yesterday he scored 52 and he continues his rich vein of form now. That was a risky run there. If the throw was on target, could have been a different story. So end of 5 overs, the score is 60. So scoring exactly at 12 runs and over, 12, 5, 60 and no loss. But then tournaments that happen at Pune Club are a very strange and funny affair. They have a tale of their own. You know, many times I have seen teams that have been blazing away in the earlier rounds. They get surprisingly knocked out in the knockout matches. You never know. And the whole idea of this round robin league is that teams get a good feel. The points don't matter in the round robin league because all the 4 teams, There are only 4 teams in the tournament. All 4 will play in the semi-finals. And that is where I guess the teams will put their best foot forward. Right now they are just getting into the groove. Well, just getting their team going, so to say. Well, this time beaten outside off. So that's Arjun Mutadu now, a change of bowling. Well, from the council all end, bowling the 6th over. And a huge 6. Fabulous 6 off his legs. And now he's on, quickly blazed away to 44. And another 6 runs and he'll be back into the pavilion. So the man is absolutely in top class form. Ronak Dholi Patil is doing well with the ball as well. He took 3 catches yesterday in the outfield. So overall, all in all, very, very happy days for Ronak Dholi Patil in the club Puneet Balan Club Cricket League 2022 at the Pune Club ground, sponsored by Puneet Balan Group and Manik Chand Oxidage. Shortish ball pulled away. Again pulled away in no man's land. And that's another boundary. Ronak Dholi Patil is 48. Well, they have to try to bowl to their field. Now shortish deliveries rising up on the leg side, waist height. Very easy to pull. These kind of deliveries can work as a good trap, but then they don't have a close-in fielder. There, it was a lofted shot of the legs played. So, probably the course correction for the Balan Super Kings bowlers would be bowl to the field. Just bowl to the field. Bowl straight on the wickets or just outside off stump. Well, there is a confabulation going on between the captain, the bowler. They are a team that is equally capable. And that's a dead ball. I think the batsman was not ready. He just backed off before the bowler finished bowling. And plus today their team is bolstered with a couple of additions. Aryaman Pillai, who we all know, the fabulous all-rounder. He might not bowl because he's just recuperating from an arm injury. Oh, this is a beamer right over the head. And that's a no ball and a free hit. And probably the umpire will also give a warning to the bowler because balls above head height are considered dangerous. So the umpire does reprimand a bowler. Well, that is just maybe just the ball slipping out of the fingers or losing control. So very close to his 50 now, Ronak Dholi Patil. And this time played across, but very well fielded by Krish Shah there. No, that is Pawan Kataria, that is PK. Because these are lefties. Krish, I think, is in the batting team. Yeah, but Balan Super Kings has Ashwin Shah, I think, today. Yeah, Ashwin is there in their team. He has joined in the team, and that's wide down the leg side. Even a diving outstretch, Aryaman Pillai could not stop it. Sahil Kavde does not take the second which Ronak wanted. Oh, cracking shot off the back foot. Shortish, bouncing comfortably just onto the off stump, and Sahil Kavade just lofting it over the covers. Fielder, one bounce and a boundary. That bat is beautiful. That bat is making us, that is not a cricket bat, it's a musical instrument. It's making beautiful sounds when the bat hits the ball with perfect timing, and this time played across and falls right in the middle of four players. Mamma mia, this is just like a girl who refuses to date any of the boys that chase her. Well, and that's a life for Sahil Kavade. And now at the end of 7 overs, the score is 77. So now Shivam Mehra is the new bowler. Shivam Mehra is the new bowler for Balan Super Kings. So new bowler, the captain is putting in a new field placement for his new bowler. He'll be bowling from the Pune club end. Oh, that is good delivery. Shivam Mehra making a good start. एक मिनट अंपायर. बॅट नी झाला का रन सर? Okay, so that's 50 for Ronak Dhole Patil. Ronak, you'll have to. Yes, you know, he was disappointed. He's enjoying batting there, but as the tournament rules say, all the other batsmen should get a chance to play in the round robin league. So, well played, Ronak Dole Patil, not out 50 again on the second day. And there goes Vineet Parmar. He is now going to replace Ronak Dole Patil. Hey, not a single clap for the man who scored 50. What are you doing, All Stars? Yes. Second 50, that too. Oh, swing and a miss. Lucky for the batsman, it was not on the wickets. Oh, Shivam is changing the trend here. He's making a good start. And a beautiful delivery. Oh, but that's a little outside off stump, I guess. We cannot see a wide delivery from where we are sitting, beg your pardon. But the bowler was surprised that it's called a wide. But there are clear-cut wide ball markings on both sides of the crease. And again, as they say in cricket, the line belongs to the umpire. And this time, Shivam Mehra truly beating a very good over by Shivam Mehra, the most economical so far by Balan Super Kings bowler. Captain must be delighted that one of his bowlers has managed to put a break on the free-flowing scoring of the All-Stars. Now Samir Master is coming in. Arjun Mutadu will bowl from the Pune club end. No, I think it looks like it's Ashwin. Ashwin Shah is the new bowler now. He's just joined his team today. I believe he was globe-trotting until yesterday. Yes, Ashwin is a very good bowler, a very good cricket all-rounder, very good with the bat. So they've got wonderful batting lineup today, and the bowling also is very good. Just that probably they need a few net practices. If the bowlers get their line and length right in the nets, it's a very, very good team. And plus, of course, they must be missing the captain, Puneet Balan, today, who bowled really well yesterday. But still, it's a very solid team. And the batting surely has a lot of firepower today for the Balan Super Kings. So they need not feel disheartened with the blazing opening that Sahil and Ronak have given. Ashwin starts with a full toss. Oh, and that's sadly a misfield, but all the same, it was a no ball, so it didn't matter if it was up in the air. It was bowled above waist height, outside off, and Vineet Parmar just cuts it away. Akhlaq Poonawala there at third man. The ball got a tricky bounce, so it beat the fielder, crossed the fence, and 1 run for a no ball and a free hit. So I guess 5 runs already bonus and a free hit. Let's see what Vineet does with it. And this time, that's a no ball again. And a free hit. And that's wide, so I guess the free hit will continue. It's a wide, so the free hit will be in effect. Full toss. And this one goes to Aryaman. Dot ball there. This beating the batsman there, Ashwin. Good comeback by the bowler. Full toss. We'll have to see if it was not above waist height. Played up in the air but fell away from the fielders. Well, the rub of the green, Lady Luck is smiling on the All-Stars batsmen. Whatever lofted shots they've played, they've fallen short of the fielders. Well, this time flashing outside off stump and missing. Lucky not to get an edge. We'll wait for the umpire's call on that one. It is a full toss delivery on the batsman's body. And so that's end of another over. So at the end of 8 overs, it's 91 for no loss. Sahil Kabde is in the middle along with Vineet Parmar. Eight overs, 91 runs, no loss. Umpire, we are 3 overs short, 3 overs short. Viral is the new bowler from the Pune club end. Shivam, beg your pardon, Shivam. So Shivam continues. He had a very good first over. Did not concede a boundary. I think it was probably one of the only overs where they didn't concede a boundary. This time, pitching full on the legs of the batsman. And he pulled it away wide of the wide square leg fielder. Probably the commentator's curse. I said he didn't concede a boundary, and there he did. Just and a beautiful delivery to come back with. Flashy drive played by Vineet there. No contact whatsoever. Once again stepping out and flashing. Missing. Well, those are 2 scores for the batsman. The bowler, rather. He's making the batsman do a few different things. And that's a full toss ball. Amir Kulkarni under it and takes it. Let's wait and see if that's a legitimate delivery. Yes, it is. It was below waist height. Vineet Parmar was living dangerously in the middle. Shivam Mehra gets the first wicket. The first successful bowler for the Balan Super Kings. And the first wicket falls on the score of 95. So now young Krish Shah will go there to replace Vineet Parmar. So now they should build their bowling innings from here, the Balan Super Kings. A change of the tide here for them with this wicket. Well, and now Captain Sushant Khosla just making a few field changes. Krish Shah is a southpaw, is a left-hander with those colorful yellow pads. Taking his guard, so left and right hand combination works to the advantage of the batting team. Oh, this time it's a rank delivery. It's a no ball. Way out of control over the batsman's waist. Then on top of that, the batsman wonderfully played it away. Towards fine leg for a boundary. So no ball, therefore a free hit. So the umpire duly warning the bowler. So a nice meaty boundary for Krish Shah to start with, feeling the ball on the bat. And this time does not connect. Down the leg, beats the keeper. Four byes and a wide as well. A few runs flowing freely for the All-Stars after that wicket. They should tighten the noose when a new batsman comes in. Single there on the leg side. So end of at the end of 9 overs, it's 107. So I think we're looking at a very big total if the All-Stars continue scoring in the same fashion. On the flip side, today the batting lineup of Balan Super Kings is absolutely power-packed. So let's hope we have a sizzling, high-scoring affair in both the innings. And the All-Stars have just lost 1 wicket, so they've got many more batsmen in the dugout to follow. They can decide to up the tempo whenever they want to. Ashwin continues, so that's father bowling to the son. So father-son combination facing each other. Beautiful delivery into the legs, missing. To field that one and his follow through. A single for Krishna. He crosses over. Sahil is on strike. He is striking the ball very, very well. Single to long on for Sahil. Well, a ball into the batsman's feet, nicely dug out for a single. राहुल राहुल आहेस का तू स्कोर बोर्डच्या इकडे Well, there is appeal for the leg before. End of 10 overs. The score is 111. It's Nelson on the board. 1-1-1. 4-1. Looks like Captain Sushant Khosla is himself now coming into the attack. Well, scoring at a rate of 11.10 and the projected score is 222. Will we see a team cross 200? Would be great to see. Not if Balan Super Kings pull up their socks and put in a break on the free flowing. Sushant to Sahil. Flashing outside off to a white ball. White ball to start with. Sahil Kavde is not out on 23 of 19 with 4 boundaries. He is not bothering to run. Chris Shah on 7 of 7 balls with 1 boundary. Oh, this time flashing outside off, making no contact. 112 for 1. Once again, beautiful delivery, beating the batsman outside off. Flashing and making no contact. Sahil Kavde batting there at the Council Hall end. And falling just short of the cover fielder. Chance for a run out. But the batsman just reaches in nick of time. That could have been dangerous. The ball falling just short of the cover fielder there. I think that's Shivam Mehra there. Now left-hand batsman. That means the umpire has to change position. The fielding has to change. We are live on YouTube. CCL 2022 is our link. Beautifully played, lofted shot between long on and long off. Ashwin Shah comes in fields and gives enough time for Chris Shah to get 2 runs. Single for Chris Shah. Beautifully driven on the up. Arjun Mutadu feels well at long on. So, end of Sushant Khosla's over. Once again, the captain making a good start. Not conceding a boundary in that one. 6. Well, so far, it's been the All-Stars who've been shining bright. And the Balan Super Kings. We are in the second half of the bowling now. The first 11 overs completely belonged to All-Stars. And the score now is 117 for 1 after 11 overs. So the bounce in the wicket today is a lot more true as compared to the wicket yesterday in which the ball was staying low. Today there has not been an, except for one or two deliveries bouncing off the seam, the bounce has been very true and solid. Drifting onto the legs and nicely stopped there on the boundary, taking a rap on the legs there. Probably hitting his ankle a little bit there. I think it's a good job by the fielder at the square leg boundary. Yeah, we have the physios are there on the boundary line at the scoreboard. The fielders, you can immediately take medical help. Full toss ball, lofted, short of long on. Boy, that bat is making beautiful sounds. Sahil Kavde's bat is really sounding delightful. Cracking sound it's making. Perfect. This time trying to step out of the crease. Well, the father, knowing what his son was planning to do, and that is cut away once again. The ball is lofted but falls between players. Oh, and there's a chance of a run out. Oh my God, lucky to survive. No communication whatsoever. The throw was wild, away from the stumps. No one backing up on the stumps. A wonderful run out opportunity wasted. And complete lack of communication between both the batsmen. Now they may come and make amends. I'm sure now they'll call out very loudly to each other. This time beautifully lofted on the up towards long on. In the larger scheme of things, I think Ashwin has been reasonably economical so far. This time once again played on the up. Amir Kulkarni at mid-wicket. End of the third over by Ashwin. And he's conceded 20 runs. That's very good considering that the All-Stars are scoring at 10.25 per over. So I think the bowlers of Balan Super Kings are very slowly and steadily putting a check on the free-flowing scoring of Parmar All-Stars. Sushant Khosla, once again, the captain comes into play. He's bowling again. He had a good over, just 6 runs conceded. Well, that is lofted once again. Falls way short in no man's land. Like I told you that the boundaries are very long. Yeah, Doctor Nikita and Atharva. Doc. Oh, swing and a miss. Flashing wildly outside off. Good delivery by Sushant there. Well, driven on the leg side. PK is alert to that one. Doc, your tea is kept there, huh? Doctor. Your tea is there on the table. Yeah. Beg your pardon. Hello. Nikita, it's here. तिकडे आहे का बघा. Sorry. Is it there? Yeah, okay. You can have that. Well, now Sushant is getting into his right bowling rhythm, line in length. A beautiful over once again there by Sushant. Just 4 runs conceded. So finally, after a long time, the Balan Super Kings have a few overs where there are no boundaries conceded. Yeah, okay, bat. Krish needs a change of bat, I guess. So the score is 127 after 13 overs. And the scoring rate has come under 10 now. It's 9.77. Once upon a time, it was 12 runs per over. But still, the score is 127 for 1. 13 overs. The projected score is still mammoth 195. Once a few overs ago, the projected score was 222. So the bowling of the Balan Super Kings is got its act together. Last 2-3 overs. Ashwin Shah continues. He'll be bowling his last. From Council Hall End is 4th. Full toss. Up in the air. The fielder is away from where the ball bounces. It was not in reach, very frankly speaking. So probably the advantage of the longer boundaries is working in favor of the batsmen. The fielders are placed very, very wide, long on the boundary, and the ball is bouncing short. Well, stepping out and beaten. I'm pretty sure the son wouldn't want to lose his wicket to his father. Otherwise, the conversation on the dinner table will be colorful. Well, this time he nicely reaches out to it, drives it towards long off. And that's up in the air to PK, and it's dropped sadly. It was a boundary, full toss ball into the hips, the stomach of Chris Shah, and he pulled it away. Sadly, a dropped catch there. A good attempt by PK, but ball just popping out of his hands. A life for Chris Shah. Well, lofted again. Long on comes into the action. Shivam Mehra, quick sharp throw to the bowler. Ashwin Shah finished his 4 overs for 28. Very economical considering the proceedings. And that's up in the air. Once again eluding PK. A long chase for Shivam Mehra. And he does very well in just limiting it to a single. Once again, a good bowling by the skipper, Sushant. So now the batsmen who were just dealing in boundaries are now working hard to run singles and doubles. And that's a good dot ball. And that's lofted up, but it's fallen between fielders. Once again, Shivam in action. Just a single. So a good over bowled again by the skipper Sushant. 3 overs, 16 runs for him. Putting a check on the free flow of runs now. Sahil needs some water there for the batsman. End of 15 overs. 141 for 1. Sahil is on 37 of 36 balls with 4 boundaries. Chris Shah 22 of 20 balls with 2 boundaries. 141 for 1 after 15 overs. His scoring rate is 9.4, which is a very, very healthy score. But then the wicket is much, much better than yesterday. It's a very true bounce. It's a good batting wicket today. Can you have the bowler's name, please? Is that Viral? Viral is the bowler from the Council end, bowling the 16th. 5 more overs to go in the Super Kings bowling. That's a white ball for Viral to start with. Swing and a miss there. A dot ball for Viral. Once again, a swing and a miss. The Balan Super Kings skipper is happy with the bowling proceeding so far, the last few overs. That's up in the air. I'm afraid once again it's going to fall in no man's land. Yes, very, very far from the fielders. Oh, a bit of a misfield, but backing up there is Samir Master. They can get these catches if they get the boundary fielders a little closer. Well, this time missing completely, trying to hoik it over mid-wicket. But missing it, taking one in the stomach. Chris Shah. Oh, stepping out and missing. Well, quite a few times the Super Kings bowlers have been unlucky. The batsmen have missed quite a few shots. None of them came and hit the wicket or were played on. Oh, this time he's hit. Our physio team is rushing to attend to him. Turns to insist Mehul is gone in to replace Chris Shah. 16 overs have been bowled. 143 for 1. That single makes it 144. 17th over being bowled by Sushant. And he's done a great job for his team with the ball. Oh, stepping out, missing. Ball staying a little low. A direct hit on the stumps. Once again, especially behind the umpire for a single. Outside edge, falling short of the short third man there. Well, he was just a few yards behind. So many lofted balls played in the air but falling short of the fielders. And that's a miss hit. Once again, it doesn't go anywhere close to the fielders there. Lady Luck is completely siding with the All-Stars as far as catching is concerned. And fabulous bowling by Sushant Khosla. 4 for 20 runs, just 5 runs conceded per over. A fabulous bowling effort by the skipper there. They have got the scoring rate down. The Balan Super Kings bowling unit. Viral will bowl from the Council Hall end. 148 for 1 after 17 overs. Oh, beaten once again, but it's a wide ball. Once again beaten. Well, if they see the batsman just swinging in the air and missing, well, the bowlers should try aiming at the stumps. And that's again played uppishly. What a catch by Amey Kulkarni. This time he reaches out to it and catches it. Just at short cover. Finally, the ball lands in the hands of a Balan Super Kings fielder. And Sahil Kavde is walking back after playing a fabulous innings of 41 from 44 balls with 4 boundaries, 41 and 40. Batting lineup. Can we have the name of the new batsman, please? Zephin. Okay, Zephin is the new bat for All Stars. Wide down the leg side. Tapped off the back foot. The bowlers follow through. The bowler missing that, but a single all the same for Ziffin. That brings Mehul on strike. Up in the air. Will Amir take this? Also short of Amir this time. Or rather wide of him. And that's a wide down the leg. Oh, it's a no ball actually. Those buys, beg your pardon, those are buys. So I guess the keeper beaten on that occasion. So 4 buys. So the score moves on to 156 for 2. That's an overthrow there. Straight drive. Arjun at long on. So end of 18 overs, 156 for 2. So Ziffin is clean bowled there. Now Rick Parwani is going in. So now they've got a very good batting pair there, the All-Stars, to capitalize on the remaining 2 overs. 9 more balls to go. So since the bowling unit has taken a lot of time or rather the overall match proceedings have taken time, so there's 1 over short, so that 1 over will be deducted. So effectively, only 2 balls are remaining in this match now. It will just be a 19-over match. There is a complex equation of penalty runs and penalty overs into question here. Now the bowling unit has taken a long time to complete the overs, so they are getting to bowl 1 over short. We will just explain the intricacies of this mathematics a little later to you. So here we 180 to win, and that's looks like a wide down the leg side. रिसीवर कुठे रेकॉर्डलेसचा कुठे ठेवलाय का त्यांनी कट का होतं असं या बाजूला घेतलं की सॉरी So Mehul open bowling for All Stars. 180 to win for Balan Super Kings, and they have the batting strength to reach that total if that batting clicks. And flashing outside of Rajesh Bansode. And he is joined by Aryaman Pillai, who's at the non-striker's end. Tapped away, straight fielder there. Played off the leg, into the gap at mid-wicket for a boundary. So the first boundary for the Balan Super Kings from the blade of Rajesh Bansode. And they need many, many more of these. And they have capable batsmen in their lineup who can get many more of these. And straight into the wickets, wrapping the batsman on the pads, end of the first over. 5 for no loss. The All-Stars won't be complaining with their bowling start, except for that boundary. But that's okay. So 180 is the target to achieve. Now 175 in 114 balls. Aman Parekh is the new bowler for All Stars from Council Hall End. Wonderfully played off his legs of single down to fine leg. That brings Rajesh Bansode on strike. Converting that to a full toss, but straight to mid-on. Well, the captains have been keeping the mid-on very fine. Straight, rather, very straight. As compared to the mid-off, which is a little wide. Saman Parekh starting well. Harriman stepping out, pushing it towards the point boundary. For 2 runs. Well, will the blazing innings of Ronak Dole Patil prove to be the difference between both sides? Oh, straight to the bowler and dropped. Full toss ball. Hit straight back to the bowler. He could not cling on to it. So a life for Ariman and a drop chance for Raman Parekh. Stepping out, but straight to the bowler. Well fielded in the follow through by Aman Parekh. Very good over by Aman Parekh. Just 4 runs conceded in that one. So both the opening overs, the bowlers just conceding 4 runs each, and 1 is extra. 9 for no loss after 2 overs. Flicked off his pads. Well, and that delivery surprising Aryaman. Hitting him on the hands. Single for Aryaman. Well, reaching out to it and swinging in the air and missing. Again, the delivery surprising the batsman. Yes. There's quite a bit of sting in the wicket. The balls are international quality balls with a pronounced seam. That's what I've been given to know. Balls have a sharper seam. That's why you'll have the hot ball. If it bounces perfectly on the seam, then it does surprise. End of 3 overs, 11 for no loss. Our Balan Super King. They need 169 in 102 balls. Well, reaching out, converting it to a full toss. Beautiful cover drive by Aryaman Pillai. Wide of that short cover fielder there and wonderfully piercing that gap. Stepping out with a small knee and converting into a full toss. A good boundary for Aryaman Pillai, his first one. Well, played off his legs for a single. And that is a life for the batsman there. A catch dropped at square leg. So, the tall. Oh, stepping out, lofting it, but safe. Another good over for the All-Stars bowling unit. Uh, 18 for no loss after 4. Wide ball, wide down the leg side. Under there. Good job by the Tariq. Good job there. I think that Neil Hardway very well. Leg by. To covers. Sahil covered it with a sharp throw. But wide of the keeper. Still, the boundaries are not flowing as freely as they were during the All-Stars innings. So, the All-Stars bowlers are getting the line and length spot on right since the first over. He tapped away. There's a single. Mehul is into his third over straight. A rare wide delivery there by Mehul. But the Parmar All-Stars happy with their bowling effort and fielding effort so far, except for the drop catch. And he is out, wrapped on the pads, tentatively trying to reach out to it, Rajesh Bansode. And missing to make any contact with it. So the first wicket falls for the Balan Super Kings. Rajesh Bansode walking back to the pavilion. And now Captain Sushant Khosla stepping in. So at 24 for 1 after 5 overs, the current run rate is just 4.8. Required run rate is 10.4. 156 runs needed in 90 balls. Which is getting to be a big ask over by over. So the All-Stars bowling unit immediately getting into the element, finding the line and length right, not giving room. Bit of a misfield, but not costing anything. Still, the boundaries are not so easy to come by. So after 6 overs, it's 30 for 1. Bat. So young Neil Halbe coming onto the attack from the Pune club end, bowling the 7th over. Well, that's a high and handsome fielder coming underneath. And very well taken. Very well taken by the fielder there at point. The ball was very high. And it needed to be judged. Yeah, and I think it's Vineet Parmar who's taken the catch. Vineet Parmar takes the catch. And the second wicket of Balan Super Kings goes. Sushant Khosla, the skipper, falls very early for them. So Neil Halve getting a wicket. And Ashwin Shah now is the new batsman going in. So now the task getting tougher and tougher for the Balan Super Kings. With the fall of every wicket and with every over going by. They now need 150 runs in 83 balls. Or rather 150 runs in 13.5 overs. And the asking rate is 10.84. $30 for 2, played uppishly to mid-off. A single. Ashwin Shah opens his account. Aryaman, the opener, is still there. 11 runs of 15 balls. And a fabulous drive. Fabulous drive, piercing the cover and the long off fielder. Delightful drive. Played on the up, reaching out to it. It was pitched outside off. And Fabulous boundary. They need many more of these. That is the doctor's prescription. Boundaries in sixes. Oh, that's a wayward delivery. It's a dead ball. The umpire declares it. Well, converting that to a full toss, straight to Aman Parekh at long on for just a single. Ashwin Shah now taking on Neil Hadwe. Tapped away into the covers for a single by Ashwin. Sensibly getting Aryavan Pillai on strike as he's a set batsman. And that is just short of long off. Ronak Dole Patil very sensibly waiting for that ball to bounce instead of rushing on to catch it. It was surely out of his reach. So good shot, but just ends with a single run. So end of 7 overs, 38 for 2 are Balan Super Kings chasing 180. The target set by Parmar All Stars. And now they require 142 runs in 13 overs. And the asking rate is rather demanding, daunting, challenging, 10.92 runs per over. After this we'll have lunch after this match, and then after lunch we will have the match between VK Tigers and Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars. Well, the Balan Super Kings bowling unit was penalized 1 over. And I hope the All-Stars don't return the favor. So they should hurry up with the field placements. Once again converting it into a full toss, but well fielded there by the sweeper cover. Just a single for a very well hit stroke. This one is just wide outside off. Ronak Dole Patil now coming into the attack. This time it's wide outside off. Well, that time he gets an outside edge. Ashwin Shah trying to drive, but no such danger there. There's no slip. Neelal Bayfields at third man. Just a single. Singles will not trouble the All-Stars at all. Hey, playing outside off, missing that one. Well, the pressure builds up as the asking rate increases. The onus is on the batsman to innovate. Stepping out, tapping it into covers for just a single. Ones and twos. Are being added currently. They need lots and lots of boundaries. Well, that's an outside edge. It's a miss hit, but crosses the fence at backward point. The shot was aimed at the cover boundary, but outside edge. All the same, fortune favors the brave. Doesn't matter how they come, the boundaries is what matters. By hook or by crook. When the ball crosses over the boundary, it does look good. So ending that over with the boundary. End 8 overs, 46. 134 needed in 12 overs. 134 in 12 overs. And diving shot, third man cannot stop that one. A boundary again. The second day of the Puneet Balan group sponsored Club Cricket League CCL 2022 at the Pune Club grounds. Sponsored by Puneet Balan Group and Manikchand Oxyrich, supported by Sancheti Hospital. Outside, behind the leg stump, or the legs of the batsman. And that's wide. Fabulous cover drive by Aryaman. And that's a boundary. Well, he's getting into his groove, Aryaman. And the heartening factor for the Balan Super Kings is that he's still there in the wicket. Open the innings, he's still there. They've lost two good batsmen in Rajesh Bansode and Captain Sushant Khosla. That is wide by Neil. Again wide. Extra runs, extra balls. Two balls bowled so far in this over. The ninth one of the All-Star bowling. 57 for 2. Reaching out. Playing into covers. Vineet Parmar there. Just a single for Aryaman. Beautiful drive, but straight to the fielder there. Now there is an overthrow, and they go for a single. Well, this time a good delivery into the batsman's legs. A slight misfield, but they don't go for a second. The fielder had recovered in time. End of Neil Halway is over. End of 9 overs. 61 for... I think it would be Ronak who will continue from the Council Hall end. He bowled the first over for 8 runs. Aryaman is batting on 28 of 24 balls with 3 boundaries. Ashwin Shah 10 of 8 balls with 1 boundary. Well, that's an uppish edge, but just out of the reach of the fielder. It was driven into the covers, got an outside edge. Just outside the reach of the fielder there. Well fielded by Rajat. A single there to point. $64 for 2. Wide by Ronak there. Well, not connecting properly. Fielder underneath. Taken. Vineet Parmar once again. The golden hands of Vineet. Takes the second catch. He got rid of the captain Sushant Khosla. He got rid of Aryaman Pillai, now Vineet. And wicket for Ronak Dole Patil. And the in-form Aryaman Pillai is coming back to the pavilion. And now Arjun Mutadu is gone to replace Aryaman Pillai. So again, quite an imposing target, 180, considering the circumstances here. 6 5 for 3 9.3 overs. Complete confusion between the batsman and the fielding unit as well. The batsman gets a life. Communication and the throw was wide. So Motadu survives. End of 10 overs. 67 for 3. 113 required in 60 balls. 113 in 10 overs with 7 wickets remaining. So the road to victory is getting narrower and narrower for the Balan Super Kings. And it's a tall climb ahead. In the meantime, Parmar All Stars are nicely cruising downhill. Not much of trouble from the opposition batsmen for the bowling unit of Parmar All Stars. So Captain Ronak Dhole Patil marshalling his. Now Ashwin Shah will have to take charge of the proceedings in the wicket, in the middle of the wicket for Balan Super Kings. Well, reaching out, flashing. Mutadu there. Huge appeal from Marathi and umpire not interested. Good collection behind the stumps by Tariq Parwani. $68 for 3. Pinakin coming and bowling again very economically, very tight so far in his first over. And a beautiful delivery, shortish. He tried to cut it outside off, beaten there. And a miss hit, but not going where it intended. Getting the top edge going behind the keeper for a boundary. Good over by Pinakin Marathi, unlucky to concede that boundary. And just 5 runs conceded by Pinakin in his first over. A good over. 72 for 3. So very quick drinks break, I guess. Yeah, fielding team, please take the field immediately, please. The umpires are calling the fielding unit inside. Flashing outside off. Mutadu. Oh, and sadly a misfield. Leads for a boundary at the point fence. So the 12th over ending with the boundary, 79 for 3. Arjun Mutadu on 9 runs of 8 balls with 2 boundaries. Ashwin Shah, 16 runs of 18 balls, 1 boundary. So frankly, the All-Stars bowling unit has not been really tested, challenged by the Balan Super Kings batting so far. 8 more overs to go. Pinakin to Ashwin. And that's a beautiful shot. It is a 6 without waiting for it to land. Probably the longest 6 hit in this tournament so far. Straight, high and handsome. Over the bowler's head, over the umpire's head. All the way into the Pune club house. Straight 6, wonderful 6 over long off. Nicely reaching to the pitch of the ball. One fluid motion of that beautiful lofted drive by Ashwin Shah. Probably the most delightful stroke played so far in the entire day. The most delightful actually. We did see some really swashbuckling shots by Ronak Dole Patil. We did see quite a few nice drives by Aryaman Pillai, but this is most high and handsome. And it always is quite a challenge. It's quite a treasure hunt to get that ball once it goes somewhere in the bushes of the clubhouse. So the Balan Super Kings need many more like these. So 6 of the very first ball of Pinakin Marathi is over by Ashwin. It is taken their scoring to 85 for 3. Ashwin is on 22 of 19, 1 for 1. Well, oh, beautifully swept away for a boundary. Behind square leg. Fabulously swept away in one sweeping motion. What a wonderful shot that one was. He played it as if it was almost scripted and rehearsed. Read the line of the ball, going down, straying on the legs. Beautiful sweep shot, lofted sweep. Zipped like a bullet across the fine square leg boundary. So 10 solid runs in just 2 balls by Ashwin. This time stepping out. Appeal for a caught behind. A vociferous, vehement appeal. Well, doesn't cut ice with the umpire. This time shortish ball, and that is lofted over the cover boundary for 4 runs. So now Ashwin Shah upping the ante. He's getting destructive. He is showing his fangs. And 14 runs in just 4 deliveries for him. It's 93 for 3. This time again steps up, but it goes straight to the fielder there. Just in the covers for single. 94 for 3. And reaching out for that wideish ball, Arjun Mutadu. A very stifled caught behind appeal. More half-heartedly than out of certainty. A good scoring over for the Balan Super Kings. Ashwin Shah has quickly raced away to 31 of 23 balls, 3 boundaries, 1 6. So now they need many more like what they hit. After this match is over, we'll have a lunch break, and then around 1:30 or so, we will have the second match between Manpreet and GG's Jaguars and Vikram Kakade's VK Tigers. Ronak Dole Patel, Ashwin not connecting that where he wanted, but all the same a single at square leg. That brings Arjun Matadu on strike. 85 needed in 41 balls. Oh, that is beautifully driven. There is a fielder coming onto that ball. And yes, they have enough time for a second. Arjun was a little late to respond, but it was Ashwin's danger end. He was very sure about completing that run. Good 2 runs scored there. Well, a nice sweep shot by Ashwin there. By Mutadu, beg your pardon, 2 runs. Played off the hips, square leg for a single. Hundred up for Balan Super Kings, 100 up. $80 more needed in 38 balls. This time beating the batsman, Ronak. Ashwin is beaten there. Lucky not to be hit on the wickets. Cut away, Neil Halway there. So end of the over, 101 for 3 after 14 overs are what the Balan Super Kings have managed in reply to 179 of the Parmar All-Stars. Day 2, match 3 of the Murunith Balan Group sponsored Club Cricket League at the Pune Club grounds, season 2022. Sponsored by Puneet Balan Group and Manik Chanok Sarich. Supported by Sancheti Hospital Physiotherapy and Dole Patel Education Society DPES for the ambulance services. And now it is, I think Vineet Parmar has come into the attack now. Vineet Parmar to bowl from the Pune Club end. He's taken 2 good catches. He has taken 2 good catches in the outfield, Vineet Parmar, and let's see what he can do with the ball now. A quick single taken there. Arjun comes on strike. Score is moved on to 102 for 3. 14.1 gone. And that is bowled him. That is bowled him. Vineet Parmar strikes. Arjun briefly was in 2 minds whether to go out or to play it off his legs, and in that ambiguous state of mind, he misses the line and gets bowled. So Vineet Parmar strikes with his very second ball. Dad has perished. Now for a score of 14 runs, 13 balls with 2 boundaries. Now Ameya Kulkarni is going in to join Ashwin Chaha. He is quite a hard-hitting batsman, Ameya Kulkarni. 102 for 4 after 14.2. $102 for 4 after 14.2 overs. 78 runs are needed in 34 balls for Balan Super Kings. And that is down the leg side for wide. Tapped away into the vacant leg side area. They have scope for 2 runs. Yes, they are and going for it. Sushant Khosla comes from the deep mid-wicket boundary. By that time, they get 2 runs. What a cracking drive off the back foot. A wonderful pull. A short pitch delivery. Just rocking back. Facing it squarely and just pulling it fabulously to mid-wicket. No chance for the fielders there. A boundary for Ameya. He's immediately got into scoring gear. And that one was not connected well. Hitting the bat, then hitting the pads. This time once again played off the back foot, but now it's in the reach of Sushant Khosla. Just a single, gets Ashwin on strike. Oh, that ends the over, so I think Ameya remains on strike. 15 overs gone, 110. 110 for 4. So 70 runs needed in 5 overs. So this is something similar to what India needed against Pakistan in the World T20 Cup. In the first match, they needed around 68 or odd after 5 overs were remaining. So let's see who will do a Virat Kohli here for Balan Super Kings. So now it's Pinakin Marathe. He's changed ends now. He's bowling from Council Hall ends. Captain Sushant Khosla moves in inside the circle. Now he's standing at a point. And a beautiful delivery, beating Ameya there. What a connect. Will that be a 6? No. It is wonderfully taken by Ronak Dole Patil there at long off. It was a sweetly connected ball, but I told you the boundaries are long. You'll be surprised to see Sushant Khosla in the field, but he's standing as a fill-in fielder. He's the captain of Super Kings, but the opposing captain is now fielding for the opposing team. Such is the spirit of this game here. Okay, welcome back, Krish. Nice to see you. Single too long on for Saurabh Singh now, who's going to replace Amey Kulkarni. Captains for VK Tigers and Jaguars, can you please come to the pavilion for the toss, please, for giving your team sheet. VK Tigers and Jaguars. Okay, we have to start the match at 1:50. So, VK Tigers and Jaguars, please send your end of another over. End of 16, 119 for 5. A good one by Pinakin this time. Getting a wicket as well. Now I think Vineet Parmar will continue. He's tasted blood there. He's got a wicket there in his early over. 119 for 5 in 16 overs. 61 runs in 24 balls needed. And swing and a miss for Saurabh Singh there. That one goes for a boundary behind the keeper. Getting a nick off the bat, beating the keeper. And reaches the boundary in any form is welcome at this stage. And that is taken. Once again getting the outside edge. And very well caught in the covers there. I think that should be Pinakin Marathe. Pinakin, raise your hand if you take the catch. Can we have the name of the fielder taking the catch? Okay, that's Mehul. Okay, sorry, that's Mehul. Mehul taking a good catch. Ashwin Shah perishes. And sorry, that's Saurabh Singh perishing. Ashwin is still there. It's Saurabh Singh who's gone. So they still have some hopes as far as Ashwin is there. Yeah. Oh, and that one stays way too low. And he's clean bowled. And that is really unfortunate. The ball just staying so low. It almost didn't bounce at all. So that's the 7th wicket going down of Balan Super Kings at 123. Samir Master was completely bamboozled by that delivery. Ashwin Shah still there at 41 in 29 balls. 3 boundaries to 6s for Ashwin. And that is the end of a good over by Vineet Parmar. 2 wickets, 2 overs. To 17, 123 for 7. What a shot. High and handsome. Into the nets. Oh, near the council hall end. A huge and mighty hit by Ashwin Shah. He is moved on to 47 of just 30 balls. 3 fours and 3 sixes. Oh, what a beautiful sweep shot. Fabulously swept away. Shah 50 up. 51 for Ashwin Shah. Already 7 out. Wait, we'll just confirm. No need, because already 7 wickets have gone. Na? So since his team has already lost 7 wickets, Ashwin Shah, instead of scoring 50, can continue playing now. And stepping out and driving, but this time straight to long on, doing a good job, charging on that ball. Just cancelling the chance of getting a second run.
तुमचे 5 किती दिले सर? तुमचे 5 दिले सर. 5 किती ना आणि त्यांचे किती आहेत? मी एक कसं काय त्यांनी दिले?
Oh, and finally, Ashwin Shah perishes. That is a huge hit. Got. Yeah, and once again is Vineet Parmar. What is he eaten today? In the next match, Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars won the toss and elected to bat first. Vineet Parmar once again taking that catch. I think this is his third or fourth catch in the match. Well played Ashwin Shah. He was a lone warrior, fighting till the very, very dying end for Balan Super Kings. And now Akhlaq Poonawala goes in to join of the 18th over to go. The next match will start at 1:15 sharp. Kindly take note. Next match will start at 1:15 sharp. So end of that over with a boundary. Al-Khalaq scoring a boundary of his very first ball. So end of 18 overs, 139 for 8.
Hello? Hello?
A single. Oh, that's up in the air. Long on is coming and dropping that one. Aman Parekh not able to catch that one. And the task getting difficult or nigh impossible. 35 needed in 6 balls now. End of the 19th. 145 for 8. So the last over of the Parmar All Stars bowling, 35 needed in 6 balls. It's possible with 6 sixers. And now even that possibility is remote. Now it all depends on white balls or no balls that will be bowled. A dot ball. Cut away, a slight misfield, a single there. Wrapped on the pads. Last ball to be bowled. And that's a dot ball. A very convincing victory for Parmar All Stars. Victory by 32 runs. And they win their second match in a row. Balan Super Kings just didn't have enough in the tank to achieve that target. So a victory, second victory for Parmar All Stars. Second loss for Balan Super Kings. But it still doesn't matter. All 4 teams will play in the semi-final on Saturday. And many congratulations to Hiren Parmar and Parmar All Stars. Our next match is between VK Tigers and Manpreet NGG's Jaguars. So that match starts at 1:15. See you shortly. Thank you.